Hello guys, and welcome to another ProfileTree video. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through how to optimize SEO titles and descriptions in GoDaddy. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, now that we're on the GoDaddy website builder, key things before we start, we of course need some sort of SEO tool. We also need an AI tool here as well, just to help us create some content. I would strongly recommend to use ChatGPT, Claude, Copilot, Gemini, Perplexity. There's so many different AI tools out there, especially with helping us with creating some content. So what we'll do here, firstly, is have a look at the SEO for each of these pages. Now, the way that you would do that is by clicking on these settings on the very top here. And once you've clicked on that, you'll have an option there which says get found on Google. You will have to have a premium account in order to do this. But once you've clicked on get found on Google, you'll have an option to go through each of your pages. So this is pretty much the headline or the meta title. Now, of course, for the home page, we want to list out exactly what basically our targeted keywords. So that's important to have on the headline. And let's just say, for example, we have the actual name of the brand, which is Fashion Fiesta. Then you'll have the likes of unique styles. Then you could even put the location in, which would be for us Northern Ireland, Belfast. So it's with those specific keywords that you're adding onto the meta title itself, or the headline, is where the page will actually get discovered on the search engine results page. And on top of that, you do want to add a meta description. Now, with the meta description, you've got 160 characters to add onto here. I would suggest you use all of it. And as I said there, you can run through all of the different pages like shop, privacy policy, terms and conditions, FAQ, and contact. That'll be my pages that I need to choose and create a meta description for. Now, the reason why I've also said early on why you should use AI, it'll just make things a little bit easier, especially with website content and SEO. If you have a bank of different keywords from an SEO tool that you've used, now with an SEO tool, it could be the likes of Ubersuggest, you can use Ahrefs, you can even use SEMrush, or any of the free Chrome extensions out there like Keyword Surfer. So those are already good SEO tools. Of course, there's plenty more out there as well, but this will just make our life a little bit easier in terms of finding out what keywords we should be using on our website. Now, of course, as well as the meta title itself and the meta description or metadata overall, we do need to focus on adding these keywords onto each of our individual pages. So make sure that you're adding at least 200 words for each of the pages on the website. So that's the home page, shop page, FAQ, and contact for us. Of course, if you have several more different pages, then make sure to at least include 200 words for each of the pages. So what I'll do here first is I'll jump on ChatGPT and I'm going to ask it exactly what I need. So prompts are going to matter for us. I'm just going to ask it, listen, I've got a fashion website. I sell different clothing items such as polo shirts, jackets, trousers. Can you please list out some potential SEO titles to use for each of my pages? And then I would ask it, I've got a home page, I've got a shop page, FAQ, and a contact. Now, we don't just add those SEO titles into the website, we need to research them first. So then we'll take a look at what ChatGPT says, or any of the SEO tools that you use. We'll move it onto an SEO tool then, and then we'll take a look to see, right, okay, what sort of keywords has ChatGPT tried to search up for, and then we'll see how well it'll rank for the website. And we need to take into consideration as well the SEO difficulty for each keyword that it gives. So this is one of the platforms that we'll be looking at, which is Ubersuggest. Now, this is going to be a way for us to gain some SEO keywords, whether that's going to be short tail, medium tail, or long tail. Now, as I said, there's different platforms out there as well, like SEMrush, or you could use the likes of Ahrefs. which is this platform here. Now, each of these tools, especially if you have a website already up, it'll tell you the performance of what's happening with your website, whether you've got some SEO issues as well, and how you can make some certain improvements. But for the purpose of this video, what we'll be using it for is banking up some keywords that we'll use for the website and building up our SEO titles as well as our meta descriptions as well. Okay, perfect. So we're on Ubersuggest here, and what we'll use is the keyword research on the far left there. So you've got a couple of options there to go for the keyword overview, keyword ideas, keyword visualization, keywords by traffic, similar websites, and content ideas. But since we are creating a website from scratch, we want to go ahead and search a couple of keywords. So let's just say, for example, we'll do jackets, we'll even do cotton or 100% cotton, t-shirts, try that, and then we'll even just try a generic one there, which is trousers, and we'll just search. Now, the reason why we're doing this is we want to make sure that any of the keywords that we're using doesn't have a high SEO difficulty, or else it'll be too challenging for us to use on any search engine. It'll be harder for us to get found as well as a website that's starting off. So this should enable us to see, right, okay, these are some of the different keywords like jackets, 100% cotton t-shirts, trousers that are ranking. So there's the verification for me, which is jackets. And of course, the search volume here is 74,000. We're getting a SEO difficulty of around 4. I would say that's a little bit higher now. With trousers there, it's 40,500 with an SEO difficulty of 74. So just below, you can see all the different potential keywords that we can use on our website. Just gives us a fair idea, right? Okay, if we have products like actual branded products, then we can include those in the titles, or with the likes of using it for the web page, then we need to research, right, okay, is this specific keyword going to rank well for my meta title or my meta descriptions and the content that I have within it? So this is how the SEO tool pretty much works. So once you've picked out all of the potential keywords that you want to use for this, I normally just like to select them, copy it to clipboard. So I'll just copy all for now, and I'm gonna move that into ChatGPT, and I'll ask it, can you please create me a meta title or SEO title for this particular page. So I've jumped onto ChatGPT here. As I said previously, you can use whatever AI tool you like, just as long as you're doing your research first with, let's just say, pulling out those keywords. Of course, I wouldn't 100% trust these AI tools completely. You want to make sure that you proofread it first before you put it onto the website. So I'll just put in all of the keywords here since I've already copied and pasted it. I'll just say, with these keywords, a potential home page meta title. Okay, and then I'll just say our name is Fashion Fiesta and we're based in Northern Ireland. Sell t-shirts, jackets, and trousers. Perfect. Okay, so we'll hit enter on that and we'll see what we can try to get. So 3 potential homepage meta titles there. So Fashion Fiesta NI, t-shirts, jackets, and trousers UK. So it's a bit bland for me. Men's and women's fashion UK. That's actually not too bad. So we'll just pick one, just copy this one, and then I'll jump onto the website. Okay, so now I'm back on the website. So what I've done is I've changed the headline. So I've got men's and women's fashion UK, and of course the fashion fiesta at the very end there. As I said, you can go ahead and change it with any of the different pages there, like your home, shop, privacy policy, terms and conditions, FAQ, and contact, and with whatever pages you have. So what we need to do here, we need to add a meta description. So we've got 160 characters to use here. So again, I'll just bring up ChatGPT, just get a couple of ideas as to how I can structure my meta description. So I'm back on here now. Since we have our meta title, I'll just highlight this. So this is the meta title I chose. Yep. I want to create meta description. Perfect. So again, it's not too bad. I would say it's about 160 characters. So I'll just go ahead and copy and paste again, just for the purpose of the video here. I would highly recommend to research your keywords. So just like what we've done here, we've added all of the different keywords and then just added it onto the chat. And now we're going to create our meta description, which we've done. So I'll now jump back onto the website. And then I'll just slot it in here. Now, you can see there I've got 26 more characters that I could put in, but I'm happy enough with this, so I'll just click on done. And now the actual page itself has some metadata, so that's perfect. That's what we need. So now that we've done everything that we need to, when you're customizing the actual page itself for content, so you'll always have the options on the right side. So as long as you're hovering over the text that you want to change, just simply delete. Of course, any of the content that you add into here, again, you just want to make sure that it is rank worthy for those different types of keywords that you have. So as I said, just use those tools like Ubersuggest, SEMrush, and Ahrefs, or any other SEO tool out there, just to help the website itself. So of course, once you're happy enough with how the site is, and once you've done everything that you need to do for SEO, all you need to do is just click on publish. Now, if you want to add a little bit more or just get a little bit more detail on the website itself, you do have an option on the settings. If you scroll all the way down, you'll have an option here for Google Analytics. So you can sign up for this, and this means that you can track your bounce rates. You can basically just see your metrics, just to see the performance of the website, or well, performance of each of the different pages, what keywords you're ranking for, etc. So again, it's a really good platform to have. You do also have Google Search Console as well as Google Analytics. But overall, that's pretty much the basics for SEO on a GoDaddy website. If you guys have any questions at all, let us know in the comment section below. We'd like to know what you think. But other than that, I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.